All right, let's return to our coverage of the meeting by the world's top oil producers who are discussing a cut in output. We can speak now to Cornelia Meyer, who's an oil and gas specialist and CEO of Meyer Resources, joins us on Skype from Bern in Switzerland. Cornelia, welcome to the programme. So this meeting, a video conference meeting, as it were, has been underway. What kind of prospects do you think there are for some kind of understanding? We're hearing some good noises.
Well, there's some very good noises. It means that OPEC Plus is making good on the the expectation, which is 10 million barrels a day in cuts. Now the question will be: is that conditional on the G20 ministers agreeing to more cuts going forward, or not? The question is also, are 10 million barrels a day enough? Because the demand destruction has been more than 20 million barrels a day, and we're running out of space to store crude oil.
Right. So, but at 10 billion barrels a day, is that going to be enough to reduce?
Well, that's exactly the question. Is it enough? Because we're running out of good. The IEA says, the International Energy Agency says, demand destruction so far has been 20 million barrels a day. I think it's probably been more towards 35 million barrels a day if you look at India alone, the third largest consumer of oil, having decreased its consumption by 70%. I would say it is more. So 10 million barrels a day is what's so far been priced into the market. And you saw the lackluster response. So we probably need more to do the trick.
So if the prognosis, if it is 10 million barrels a day, if the prognosis is that low oil prices will continue for some time, what will that mean for, say, the shale industry in the United States?
Well, it's very bad for the shale industry because they're a relatively high producer and also they are relatively highly leveraged. So if they don't get the cash, they can't pay the debt, so they go bankrupt. But this being said, there will be big oil companies like the Totals, the Shells, the Exxons of this world buying them up. However, the real issue here is storage, because we're running out of storage, and the regulator for the Texas oil space, the Texas Railroad Commission, its commissioner, Ryan Sitton, said recently that he thinks by the beginning of June there is no more space left in that space. You see pipelines already telling oil companies to please reduce throughput, which is unheard of. So we're running out of space to store crude oil.
Right. And finally, briefly, if you would, Cornelia, how important is it for the global economy under huge stress from coronavirus that the oil price does go up?
Well, it's an impetus to global stock markets that we are going towards something resembling normalcy. I think that's one thing. It's a lot of people that are employed in the space. So you have probably 50 million people or so employed, which makes 250 million when you look at the whole at the families. So it does matter, but the question is just the real question here. We're really coming back to it's about storage, storage, and storage.
All right, Cornelia, I do appreciate your perspective on this. Thanks very much indeed, Cornelia Meyer, oil and gas specialist.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.